we go. I'm surprised every time that this actually works. Sorry, but there we go. Awesome, guys. Just let me log in on Facebook too. There we go. That's perfect. And live on Facebook. Yay! Yeehaw! All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our St. Patrick's live stream. Woohoo! Normally, as you know, St. Patrick's is a celebration where we go out, have fun with our friends, maybe drink or two, and sing along our favorite tunes all together. But I know this year is special because we have to stay inside. We have to be safe, and that's okay. That it doesn't mean that we can't have fun still. So we're gonna have fun like this in our live stream. I've prepared for you guys a couple Irish jigs and my own song, this original composition based on an Irish jig. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Just because we're quarantined and most of us stay home doesn't mean that we can't celebrate. We can still do this via online. So thanks for the beautiful technology we have today in 2020. Yeah, stay safe, everybody. You're right. It's better to be safe than sorry. So actually, I'm really, like, I wouldn't say happy about this, but because I know some people are sick and they're really struggling, but I'm happy that I have these 2 weeks to reorganize myself. And it's kind of like something that thank you, Dylan, something I've needed for a long time. Because, like, I'm a very work focused person. So when I keep working and I have more clients, I'm just going to keep going, 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 going. And oftentimes it affected my health. So my mental health and my physical health too. My body was just like, even yesterday I pulled a muscle again, the same muscle. Anyway, but yes, I'm so happy that you guys are doing well, that you're tuning in, that you're staying safe. So why don't we go, and I have prepared a few things for y'all today. So why don't we start with an interesting swallowtail jig? And after this, I will play my original song, Ale at the End, which is based on the jig as well. So even though it's an original, but it's supposed to be kind of this Irish tune. So after that, if we have time left, if we have enough people interested, I will do like a challenge where I just randomly Google any type of playlist of jigs on YouTube and play along. You guys see if I can do that, okay? Are y'all ready? Woohoo! Why don't we go ahead? I'm literally reading this from a video. Like, this is, I didn't practice it much, so here we go. Thank you guys. So it was just a tune that I remember from like maybe a couple years ago. I did a gig for, of course, St. Patrick's Day, and I just googled a bunch of sorry, I googled a bunch of Irish tunes and Celtic tunes, and I hey Rich, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. So I try to look more like a ginger, but instead I look more like Ariel that just woke up from the bottom of the ocean. But I wish you guys could see my pants. They're pretty epic. They're pajama pants. And they're kind of like light green color, very light green. So I was trying to look like a leprechaun, but I don't have a top hat, so not quite so. Anyway, so I hope we're all having fun, having a great day, and just making the best of this isolation period. For me, I don't complain at all because we've accomplished so much. Like we released an album, we've released 3 videos. It's amazing to me. And I might actually go to the studio tomorrow and work on another song for you guys. Yeah, with my producer Jacob. So we're really excited to share that with you, especially now while, we'll have to stay home. How would we actually connect is via, live streams, via videos, via social platforms. So I feel like this is the best time to live in, that we can afford to take our lives online and still be fulfilled in a sense that we're doing what we love. Right? So if you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Do you think this is good that we have technology during times like these? I think it's awesome. All right. So now, because I released my album and I want you guys to remember my songs, here is a tune that I wrote based on a Celtic motif as well. And, excuse me, something in my teeth. So, of course. So what basically we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Ale at the End. If you remember, I wrote my entire album inspired by the Game of Thrones. And of course, I added some developments to it when I watched the show. But mostly it was inspired by the books, right? I love stories. I love to read. I love to listen to stories. Actually, if you guys want to know, when I was 5 years old, I bugged my grandma 5 times before I would fall asleep to tell me my favorite story about the Red Riding Hood. I'm pretty sure she already hated it because she would start telling it to me the second time. Hey, thank you guys. Thanks for the likes, for the love. So by the second time she would start telling it, I'm like, Grandma, but that's not how you told it the first time. And she's like, oh, I don't remember. But I remembered. I still remember. So thank you, Grandma, for all your patience. And yeah, I just always loved stories, and especially audible stories. Like if you tell me something and I listen, I love to listen. I love to I memorize that, right? My mom would read to me like poetry by Pushkin and Yesenin, famous Russian poets, right? And then I would memorize. They're pretty long, and I remember we were memorizing them in grade 5 later. So I was like, oh, I know this because I learned it in childhood. So yeah, I would memorize them and I would tell them to people who would come to visit us. And I was 2. I was 2 when I memorized them. I didn't even know what those words mean. I just by ear kind of figured it out. And then my parents figured, oh, she probably is going to be good at music. So let's start music. And they were right. I loved it. Music is my the way that I, perceive life and express myself. So all right. So on that beautiful note, oh, hey, Daryl, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. Let's go on to my original Ale at the Inn. And it's based on the Irish motif. See if you can hear that, because at the end I will do a little like quiz and I'll show it to you guys. So I love this motif. I wrote it for the scene. Like if you watch the show or read the books, it's the scene that where Tyrion Lannister gets abducted by Catelyn Stark, being accused of the murder. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna give it all away just in case you haven't read them. So happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Johnny. James says I have been very sick fighting cats. Oh no. Oh no. I hope you get better soon, Johnny. So take this time in isolation to just really tune to yourself, right? And feel better and do what makes you happy and, listen to some music that you love. To me, I feel like that's going to help. It always helps, right? To do what you love. It always helps. So hope you get well soon. Hey, Rich. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dylan is grateful for health. Yes, awesome. Yes, yes. Okay, you guys. Well, we're gonna get through this. I think if we're doing like live streams and connecting with people that matter to us, we're gonna be just fine, right? Aside from maybe losing a little bit of income. Hey, Fred, how are you doing? I was just talking to somebody via our email. And actually, who was that? Was it Richard? I don't remember. I'm sorry, but I'll check back. So I was talking to someone about, this stage in our lives and how he was telling me that, oh yeah, the virus is not like my biggest challenge. Because I sent out an email asking you guys to tell me what's being your biggest challenge so far in your life and career. And he said, it's not, it's finding myself, finding work for myself. I'm like, you're right, it's true. So this, even though the virus is obviously important to be careful and consider and everything, but yeah, my biggest challenge, same thing. It's not this period and not even the fact that because I'm self-employed, I'm losing like half of my income during this, and many people are. I know. The biggest challenge for me personally was to reorganize myself and find my new purpose, meaning that I can't just be in a cycle working the whole time. Like the purpose is staying there. The purpose is still there. Like I want to make music and I want to share it with you guys. That's my main purpose. And part of it is, of course, me doing gigs, releasing albums, me releasing videos, me teaching my students to pass on my craft and so that they can be successful in what they love. Hey, Johnny. Thanks. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm a little itchy from this thing. My hair is making me itch. My artificial leprechaun / Ariel the mermaid hair. Honestly, it's the reddest thing I have, so I don't have any other red. Thought it would fit for today. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. So the biggest challenge for me has been just getting rid of all this stress and anxiety and just thinking that I have to keep doing stuff because it's not true. It doesn't really help. If you're doing things just in a cycle, like on habit, it doesn't really help. You have to stop and do something different and change the way you think about it. Johnny says, my band will be putting out music in September. Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Write to me, Johnny. Maybe we'll put you on our podcast so we can share with the world what you're releasing. That'd be so cool. I have quite a few, local artists lined up. And actually, guys, there have been contests. And I love what they do. They're so amazing. I can't wait to share them with you. So, yeah, we're talking for a long time. But thanks. Thank you. So, yeah, just making sure you guys are doing great. You're making the most of this time in isolation. Well, isolation is such a word, like you could still go get groceries if you have to, right? Unless you're sick, like, heavily with fever and stuff like that, then take care of yourself. Make sure somebody can help you or get it delivered and stuff like that. But the main thing is just practicing, the normal standard precautions, like, wash your hands. Don't sneeze at people in public. Like, stay home. Go into the fresh air, though. If you can go somewhere where there's no, less people, or just fresh air. Like, I live on the 14th floor now. We moved. I live on the 14th floor. I can just go to the balcony and breathe some air. And that helps already because you do have to air your space. Make sure you're not just breathing the same bacteria that you lived in 3 days ago. So air out your space. So I'm pretty sure I haven't heard this. Okay, so what are we doing now? Oh, as I promised you guys, I'll do like a silly challenge. We're just type in any jig playlist. Hopefully with sheet music. Okay. Here's a list that I found. It's like 14 minutes long. So I'm gonna try to do some of them. If we get bored, I'll turn it off. But this is like honestly, I have not practiced this, you guys. This is gonna be a real life challenge. All right. So if you've never seen me do those before, I did one in Puslinch with Bob's help. He was just pressing buttons between songs. Thank you, Johnny. You stay safe too. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think we can do that, you know? We can even do that on Instagram. There's a way to join my live stream and we can share screen and we can do that. So let's do that. Let's plan for it. That'd be so awesome. Okay, so right now I'm going to do this challenge, okay? So it's easier when you have an assistant. So they can switch between songs faster. But this one is like 14 minutes long. I'm going to try to keep up, you guys. If I mess up, you know, it's a challenge. It's a real life situation, whatever. Put yourself into more of those so you don't feel nervous. This is great. Okay, let's see if we're up for it, okay? Are you ready? Oh my God, no, it's got no accompaniment. I don't want that. I wanted to have accompaniment. Let's see. Uh-huh. What about this one? Okay. I don't know. I'm just okay. I'm just gonna type in playlist. Of a bunch of jigs. If I don't find it, that's okay. I wanted to have accompaniment. That's the thing. Oh, I should have looked it up before. Okay, I see some people playing here, but I wanted to have like, you know, a backing track so it doesn't sound boring. So it's not just the violin, it's like some other instruments too. Let's actually go back to the people that I played just a second ago. Maybe they have something more. By the way, the jig I played was arrangement by Play Along Sessions. They have a YouTube channel. So, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's try something else. Jig, fiddle. Just go for it. Okay, let's go back to that fiddle thing. Okay. One down. Next to go. Un,
deux, trois, quatre. I feel like I'm learning a lot. This is awesome. Let's go on. Good.
Woo! I wonder what's next. Let's keep going.
Un, deux, trois, quatre.
I know that one. Let's go on.
Un, deux, trois, quatre.
Woo! All right. Let's see what's next. Just a couple of minutes left, you guys. We're almost there.
Un, deux, trois, quatre.
more left. We can do it. All right. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me go back to that video. Yeah, I'll tell you just in a second. 10 Irish Jigs by Aureline Cornell. So he's just basically, playing them. And that's for practice. It's a practice file. So Aureline Cornell. I think it's French. So yeah, these are all so great. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna probably go to do something on our Instagram because I haven't done live streams on Instagram in a while. But thank you so much for tuning in. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Hope you stay well. Use this time to do something that really matters to you. Like take care of yourselves, take care of your health. Call a loved one. Just do something that you can do while you're at home. To me, there's just so many things to do while I'm at home. Oh my God. Like live streaming, like practicing, like writing music, like sending you guys emails or anything like that. It's something that I'm really happy to do. And I just wish I had more. I might even have assistance from some people. So I will do another live stream. So I'm going to try to do these more often while we have time, right? While we are here. So we can try to do more. And I'd love to share more music with you guys. We actually are working on finishing up a video with Jacob, so soon we will be releasing one. Sorry, I was interrupted by a phone call. Anyway, so soon we will be releasing one, and guess which song it is? It's a cover. It's a really fun cover of the Witcher song. Toss a coin to your Witcher. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't yet. Go for it. Right? It's Vera Bormanko. You can't miss it. If you'd like to get my CD, now is a good time because I have time to actually go across the street and ship them to you. So as soon as you order it, I will go ship it. I promise. So it's at verabormanko.com/shop. Go ahead, get my original music. It's all Celtic inspired. It's cinematic inspired music, warrior themed music with a little bit of gypsy because, I've played Eastern European gypsy music my whole life. So yes, I hope you guys like that. I hope that you find ways to, keep in peace, don't panic, do the best you can, and, just enjoy this time off and see it as an opportunity instead of, a hindrance. So because everything that happens in our lives really is an opportunity. And if we learn to see it that way, then really there's no apocalypse can affect you. You will still be happy, right? All right. Well, you guys have an amazing day. Hopefully I'll see you soon.